guys, this is Carrie with Fullerton Professional Organizing. Happy 4th of July. Today I'm going to talk to you about a Toni-Ann, and I'm not sure how to pronounce the last name, Mayembe, Mayembe is her last name. From Real Happy Mom. Creating a Sunday prep routine is what she's talking about in this article. She just a little bit about her. I'll tell you a little bit more about her in just a little bit, but she is a blogger of the podcaster at Real Happy Mom. And at Real Happy Mom, she says she's trying to get all the tips and tricks for busy working moms so that they can live real and authentic lives. And she talks about decision fatigue. And she says decision fatigue is when you're making decisions from morning till bedtime, and by the end of the day, you've got decision fatigue so badly that sometimes you wind up making bad decisions instead of good decisions. So here's what she says. Decision fatigue, the basic definition is when you have deteriorating quality of decisions that are being made by a particular person after a long session of decision making. She says, if you, for example, have to make 100 good decisions, let's say you have 100 good decisions that you can make in a day. If you use up 100 of those 100 good decisions up already in the morning, then you leave the afternoon for a lot of mistakes. When there was too many decisions at the end of the day, she was spent and thought she made poor choices. She says setting up a routine on Sunday evenings for your week or the day ahead is a good way to make some good decisions before the next day. So one way that she has found to help eliminate and reduce the chances of having decision fatigue is by setting up this routine, the Sunday prep routine. So I'm going to walk through the different parts of this routine so that you can implement it. And the first is getting clothes ready. And she says she likes to get clothes ready all the way from head to toe, including your accessories and your shoes. And she says she'll even sometimes put her underclothes on the hanger as well and have everything ready so she doesn't have to even make one decision about what she's wearing. So, but the way she does that is she checks the forecast. Make sure you check the forecast and look and see what's going on in the week. Then also check and see what events are going on this week. Do you have a hot date? Do you have a brunch with the girlfriends? Do you have a meeting with one of the top executives? Or maybe you're going on outing just really casual. Whatever it is, you want to take into account what events are going on during the week. She says, and then also double check. Do you need to take any of those items to the dry cleaners? And of course, we already said this, but she talks about shoes and accessories too. And then next she talks about meal prep. She says, all I am asking for you to do is just simply write down what you're going to eat for the day or for the week. And then once you write down everything that you're having during the week, you can make a shopping list of things that you need to pick up or purchase so that you can have everything ready to go. What I do, since I shop mostly at Sam's Club, I have my phone with me all the time because I'm usually either listening to music or podcasts or something while I'm cooking. I will, if I notice that we need something, I will go right into my Sam's Club list. This is me. I don't know if this is the way Toni-Ann does it, but this is the way I do it. Since I have my phone with me at all times, as soon as I know I need something to put on the grocery list, I go ahead and put it on my Sam's app immediately so that I don't forget. All right, so she says make sure you're ready for all your meals so that you can have a grocery list of things that you need. Next, she says clean out your purse. She says, we are going to get into those purses, ladies, because let's be honest, there are some purses out there that are really, really big and have lots of stuff in it. Now, me personally, this is not Toni-Ann, but me, I have a small purse. I need my sunglasses, which are clip-ons to this. I have a lipstick, and I usually carry my most expensive lipstick because it's the type that doesn't come off. It lasts a long time, so that's the one I keep in there, because not only does that lipstick last a long time on my lips, because I only use it in my purse for touch-ups, then it also lasts a long time because it's a $20. I don't usually spend $20. The expensive one that's $20, that just stays in my purse for touch-ups. It's not one I use every morning when I put on my makeup. It's just when I'm out and about and I have to put something on. And so it stretches that $20, and also it stays on your lips longer. So that's double trouble there. But in my purse, like I said, my clip-on sunglasses, my lipstick, I do keep my business cards and my phone and something to write with. That is really the most important things I keep in my phone. So my purse is really a small 8x8 crossbody, and I might actually have some, I usually use earbuds most of the time, but occasionally if I'm out and about and I forgot my earbuds for some reason, I do like to keep a pair of headphones in my in one of the little pockets. That's really all I keep in my purse. But like she said, some of you really love to carry those big purses, which there's nothing wrong with that, but you want to separate out what actually belongs in your purse and what does not belong in your purse. Now, if it doesn't belong in your purse, it's trash, but put it in the trash. But things that don't belong in your purse, that are not trash, just go ahead and put them aside so you can put them away somewhere else. But that is, and she suggests, and I highly suggest this too, if you have a bigger purse that these purse organizers fit in, I highly recommend getting one of those as she does, and you can find those on Amazon. All you have to do is look up purse organizers, and they have some fairly expensive ones that are really, really sturdy, and then they have some really inexpensive ones if you just want the organization but you don't mind the quality of them because they're just going into your purse. And they also keep your high-end purses cleaner, because if you have a pen in the organizer and something happens to the ink pen, guess what? It's going to soil the organizer and not the purse. So it's really up to you what your needs are, but there's a variety of purse organizers on Amazon. All right, the next thing she says to do for your Sunday prep is brain dump. You're going to plan out your week. This is where the fun begins. So before you even pick up your planner and start writing anything in your planner, you want to do a brain dump. And she suggests a brain dump of in categories. Things for the home. Says, so do you need to replace the faucet on the kitchen sink? Do you need light bulbs? Is there a blanket that needs to be replaced because it's torn? Home needs brain dump. Then she says kids brain dump, and she suggests, just like she does with getting herself ready, her clothes ready and going from head to toe, she says think about your kids from head to toe on the brain dump. Do any of them need a haircut, etc.? Everything that you need to do for the kids is to do head, shoulders, knees, and toes, starting from the head. And I know that this is the time of the year that her son is having a growth spurt and those feet are getting big, so he may need new shoes, she says. And then the next category is work and self-care. You don't want to forget about yourself. So for me, I always like to write down that, and I need to do my hair, my nails, go to the chiropractor, get a massage, whatever that is needed for yourself after your work brain dump. And then any others, you're going to typically put everyone before yourself, but on the others you can also include other little things that you need to do that don't also fit into these sections. And then remember special dates. So don't forget about birthdays, anniversaries, special events, and things like that. Make sure to put it in that other section. And then prioritize. You cannot get everything done on that list. It's a brain dump. So you're going to have to eliminate some items or save them for the end of the list so that they can be done at another time. Automate things. For instance, I know that I'm going to getting groceries, and I mentioned that about Sam's Club. When I order my groceries from Sam's Club, I order club pickup. So when I place my order, I know that I can go park and pick them up. Now they have home delivery, so you can choose home delivery as well. I still like club pickup just because I used to work at Sam's, so I get to say hello to anybody that comes to the vehicle. It doesn't matter, but I like that. But I have had emergencies where I had an event and I knew I had to do a lot of things the day before the event, and I needed some things, so I have had groceries delivered. That's a great reason to have things delivered. Let's say you have a party at work and everybody is bringing something. Well, you can have that delivered right to your job and not even have to worry about bringing it from home. Just have it delivered the day before, unless it has to be refrigerated, but have it delivered the day before and it's already at work ready for the party. I love that idea. So, and then lastly, go through that last list and delegate anything that you can, because like I said, you can't do everything by yourself, so get help and ask for help. Then lastly, just take some time, prioritize what actually needs to get done first and what can be done later next week, and that kind of thing. Look at your calendar and put in any meetings, birthdays, special events, doctor's appointments, school events, kids events. Look at the week ahead or the month ahead and make sure all of those things are in place so you don't have to make those decisions later on. Start with things that you cannot change. These are things like going to work. We have to go to work, pick up our kids from soccer. Another one would be going to the doctor's appointment, because this is something that you have to do. So you want to put in those things that cannot change. Then you want to schedule time in for yourself, because so many times, especially as busy working moms, we will put everything else and fill your schedule with everyone else and what they need, and we don't put in time for ourselves. And it could be just going out and taking a walk, or time to read a book, and then filling in the gaps with. So this is the time when you can start filling in with, doing things for the kids, or doing extra projects at work, or things like that. And so that you aren't not overworked by doing everything for everyone else. You have time for yourself, and there is some balance. Yeah, schedule some time for yourself before you do the extra work at work and the extra stuff for others. Not that you're not already doing things for others, but you've got to schedule in some time for yourself so you're not burned out. And multitasking. This is what she believes about multitasking. She says, as a working mom, you tend to try to multitask everything. She says, don't do that, because you're only going to burn yourself out or make decision-fatigued decisions, make mistakes. Just stop multitasking and make sure that you're planning things out. That's just my little PSA announcement, she says. Now, me, I am all for multitasking, and she's for not multitasking. I think there's a way you can meet in the middle to where you don't overdo the multitasking. If you're multitasking so much that it's 8 hours in the day that you've decided to do everything outside of the home in one day, all your errands in one day, and that burns you out, that is great. But for me, I would rather be overwhelmed with one day a week than every day have to do a little bit of something. But you do have to find that balance. And if you can't find that balance, then do not multitask. If that stresses you out, do not multitask, she says. And then spend a little time Sunday night tidying up. She says, now I'm not saying go and clean your whole house, doing a deep cleaning and getting the window seals and all that good stuff. I'm just saying, just put things away, put things in order, just so that it's a little bit tidier, because your brain doesn't do well with disorganized and clutter, where we see it visually. And get that kitchen, the dishes washed and the counters wiped down. Not perfect, just tidier. Just take few minutes. I would say 5 to 15 minutes max, just going in and just picking things up. And this is great time to ask your kids for help. Get your kids on board. Set the timer and tidy up for 15 minutes. Everybody tidy up. And this is something I've never heard anyone in the organizing industry talk about. So take it for what it is. But she says restarting all the devices. She says just go ahead, everybody's devices, go ahead and turn them off and reboot them all at the same time. And she says what this is going to help with retaining your memory, also preventing your devices from crashing, because nothing is worse than when you're ready to use your computer and the computer starts to crash. And another reason why it is so important to reboot is it will allow your device to run a lot more smoothly and prolong the battery life, because it's not really cute to have your phone constantly hooked up to the charger. She says, now if you are noticing that your computer is running slow, it's starting to feel hot, The fans inside the machine are starting to make a lot of noise, especially like on your laptop. These are some signs that it's probably time to restart your device, especially after any software update or installation. You want to reboot your device. Sunday, just take all your devices and just reboot them. And she says, then spend the rest of your Sunday evening spending quality time with your family. And that could be reading a book together, going on a bike ride, playing outside, going to the park, and she says after coronavirus, going to the library. Another fun thing is mother-daughter outings, mother-son journaling. Not outings, she said mother-daughter journaling or mother-son journaling. She also likes to bake and play some board games together. Those are all great ideas. And then she says, don't stay up too late. Getting some rest is very, very important. Now, the last thing on the Sunday prep routine is getting some rest and going to bed early, because nothing is worse than starting Monday and just feeling groggy and tired and just not with it. So make sure that you take some time to rest and relax, and then also go to bed early. This is not the time to binge watch TV. And then she says, if you're looking to connect with me, you can find me at realhappymom.com or on Instagram and Facebook, and she would love to connect with you. All right, and then just a little, I like to do a little overview of what we talked about from Toni. She says, one way to help eliminate and reduce the chances of having decision fatigue is by setting up a routine. Toni-Ann has developed a Sunday prep routine that can help you avoid decision fatigue throughout the week. Quick tip, let's be honest, we need routines in order to function as busy working moms and to avoid decision fatigue. What Toni-Ann has to say: I was making decisions from the time I woke up until the time I went to sleep, and I was about to lose it. So one way that I have found to help eliminate and reduce the chances of me having decision fatigue is by setting up this routine. Takeaways from our overview here. With our overview, have your menu ready for the week will save you so much time and frustration, especially at the end of the day when you're tired and you honestly don't want to think about what's for dinner. And I have a super easy meal plan if you want to find that on my podcast and YouTube, and I think that will really help everyone. Brain dumping is taking everything out of your mind and putting it onto paper. Your mind is not meant to be a storage device. Agreed. And it just can't remember everything. Your mind is meant to process things and to create solutions. Multitasking does not work. You end up making more mistakes, taking a lot longer to get things done, and it's really just not worth it. Okay, here are some action steps she says to take every Sunday. Check the weather forecast, check your calendar, then go to the closet and get your clothes ready for the whole week. Write down what you're going to eat for the week. Clean out your purse by dumping everything out and sorting through it. Trash in the trash. If it belongs somewhere else, put it away. And if it belongs in your purse, put it back in. Spend some time brain dumping on a paper or digitally. Brain dumping for all sections of your life, including home, kids, work, friends, special dates, occasions, yourself, everything. Pull out your calendar and see what is going on for the week. Then you will be able to see where the gaps are and can fill those in with anything else that needs to get done for the week. And spend 15 minutes a day. Have the entire family tidy up around the house, including rebooting all of your devices. And last, spend quality time with your family, and be sure and include some rest time for yourself. All right, guys, that is Toni-Ann Mayembe from Real Happy Mom, creating a Sunday prep routine. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on the next podcast.